Allow your eyes to close. Whichever posture you're in, find your seat or find your posture. Something that you feel steady and grounded in. Bring a gentle smile. Creating a posture that you don't have to fidget. Start to be aware of your breathing and slow it down. Keep that smile. And as you're breathing, imagine that smile is coming in with the breath and going into the body. And the whole body is absorbing that smile. The liver is smiling. The kidneys are smiling. Every cell in the bloodstream smiling. Keep visualizing this. And notice just by changing the way you breathe and where you focus, you can change your whole body's sensation. You have this ability always. Slow your breath a little more. The eyes remain closed. Let's bring our hands to our heart. We'll begin the practice with 3 ohms. Inhaling together. Inhale. Inhale. Bring your hands to your knees. Set the intention of your practice. So what do you want to get out of your time here tonight? Feel settled into the earth. Feel the wind against your skin. Thanking your body for its strength and capacity to heal. We'll begin Kapalabhati. If you need to, you can take one hand onto the belly so you can feel the snapping of the, so it's a strong exhale and it's a passive inhale. I'll demonstrate. So be aware when you do that, the chest stays open. Try to avoid rounding forward. We want to keep the chest open so that the lungs can have that ability to detox. This is strengthening the lungs as well as clearing the lungs. So, when you're ready, you can go slow to begin or stay slow doing it, whatever feels good to you. Inhale and begin. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Keep exhaling all the way down into the center of your pelvis. Keep holding the exhale out. Tuck your chin to your throat. Inhale, lift the chin. Keep your root lock. Keep the chin parallel to the floor. Breathe in and hold the breath. Now tucking in chin to throat. Imagine that prana from your root chakra rising all the way through the spine to your third eye. Keep holding for 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Chin parallel to the grass. Close the eyes and breathe. Control your breath and direct it up and outward into your ribs, into your collarbones. Control your exhale. Ribs compress and draw the belly in. Again, into the belly, into the chest, into the back. Keep that smile. And exhale. Ujjayi breath, constricting the back of the throat slightly. So it sounds like you're breathing out through a constricted throat, but we're keeping the mouth closed. So it's... And we're going to try to maintain that through the practice. Next breath in, reach the arms up. Side bend to the right as we exhale, bring the left arm over. And coming back up through center, inhale, arms up. Take your time, over to the left, exhale. When we come back through center, realign, so crown to sky, fingers up, exhale, over to the right. As you're moving to the right, push your left hip towards the ground. Inhale to come up. Be aware of your foundation. It doesn't change as you move to the left. Push your right hip down. Keep moving side to side. Try and go a little slower if you can. A couple more. Last one, onto the left. Holding up, arms to the sky. Take the hands to interlace behind the head and lift the chin. Soften the eyebrows. It doesn't have to be a big movement. Allow your shoulders to stay down your back. Take a deep breath in. Bring your chin to your chest as we exhale. Try not to pull with the hands. Just feel the hands on the back of the head. Next breath in, release your hands down, lift the chest, lift the chin, arch the back. Exhale and round. Really push your spine back, point your tailbone forward, tuck your chin. Come back up, forward with the chest, back with the tailbone, and exhale, round. 2 more like that. Trying to get a lot of movement into the pelvis, so you're rolling the tailbone forward, and you're rolling the tailbone back. Last one. Hold to a neutral spine with your next exhale and bring your legs directly forward as we inhale. The heels are going to be right at the corners of your mat. Press out of your heels and reach your arms forward. Get the knuckles so that they're interlaced and reaching forward. Inhale to reach forward. And exhale to go back. Point your tailbone towards your heels. Inhale forward. Try to maintain the arms in line with your shoulders so the knuckles don't dip towards the grass. A couple more. Try to keep your legs straight and pushing out of your heels. Last one. Hold the spine to neutral. Bring your right foot to the inside of your left straight leg. Turn the right knee out to the right more. Left hand inside the left knee or the left elbow inside the left knee. Reach the right arm over. Turn your gaze towards the sky. Try to push out of your left heel. Now breathe into your right side ribs. push your right hip a little more towards the ground. Next breath in, come all the way up, arms up. Take your right hand behind you, bring your left heel forward, and lift the hips. Arching the back, push down into your left foot and right knee equally. Squeeze the glutes more. Inhale. And exhale, coming down. Bring the right heel forward to the front corner of the mat. The left foot comes in. Bring the left knee out to the left. The right hand inside the right knee or the elbow comes down, and the left arm comes up. As you're doing this, press your left hip towards the ground. Breathe into your left side ribs and try not to hunch your shoulders. Slight tuck of the chin so your head isn't hanging, keeping the crown in line with the rest of the spine. Slow your breath, inhale, long exhale. Coming back up, the left hand comes down behind you, the right heel goes forward, and with the next exhale coming down, bring the bottoms of the feet together. Bring your hands to your ankles, shoulder blades draw back, and exhale to fold. Keep shoulders drawing back. Keep lengthening through the crown of the head. You can use your elbows to the inner thighs if you need a little extra, but try not to hunch your shoulders when you do that. Bring your awareness into the side ribs. Widen them when you breathe in. Inhale to come up. Bring your left foot forward. Take your right ankle to the outside of the left thigh. The chest is tall. If you want, the left knee bends as well. Stay grounded into your hips. Fingertips press down beside you. Chest is open. Start to fold, but keep the chest open. If this is too much to have the bottom leg bent, you can straighten the leg. And you don't need to fold forward if it doesn't feel good. And as you're here, breathe into your back, expand and widen your rib cage. Bring the head up. Bring the left arm up to the sky and the left hand to the top of the head. Make sure your pelvis is staying grounded equally down. Left elbow out to the left. You can take the hand behind the head if that feels okay, but make sure that the crown is still staying above the tail. Chest is open. You can stay here or right hand goes behind the low back. Now as you're here, make sure that your pelvis stays stable. Gently press the head into the hand and feel like you're reaching your crown up to the sky. Press the back of the hand into the low back and strengthen your right shoulder. Big breath into the ribs. Exhale, reaching the arms up as we inhale. And right hand down, exhale, side bend to the right. Keep pressing your left hip down. Keep breathing into the left low back, the left side ribs, all the way up into the armpit. Next inhale, coming up. Release the legs. Right leg forward. Now the left knee goes on top. You can keep the bottom leg straight or bend the knee. Make sure the pelvis is grounded equally. The chest is above the pelvis. Collarbones stay wide. Press into the palms beside you and lengthen and ground your hips. Keep breathing into your chest. Keep the strength and length of your spine, and hinging forward will change the angle of the stretch into your left thigh, your left glute. So go to what feels good to you. And make sure you're breathing wide into the back. Notice if that left hip starts to lift, keep it grounded down. Low back is equally long on both sides. Now find your breath expanding through your back ribs. Feel that exhale softens that left hip and knee a little more. Inhale to come up. Reach the arms up. The right hand to the top of the head, the left hand to the back. So we start here to get the rotation of the shoulder. If it feels okay, take the hand behind the head, but only if you can maintain the rest of the postures staying the same. Check in with your shoulders, elbows are wide, and we're strengthening the back of the left hand into the low back so we're active equally on both shoulders. The crown is tall as much as you're trying to drive the left hip down. Breathe wide into your ribs. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, the left hand down beside you, the right arm goes over. Think about arching sideways so your right ribs press up to the sky. Maybe draw your armpit back a little more and notice if you can let that right hip go down a little more. Next breath in, we come up. Releasing the left foot. Bring the legs out wide. Yeah, if you want to turn on your mat, that's fine, whatever's good. And we walk forward. You don't have to go very far. Now notice what's going on with the shoulders. Remember, we want to keep length in the spine. Maybe press out of the heels. Notice how that feels to the hamstrings and the calves. Imagine that you're breathing all the way down the inner thighs, the hamstrings, all the way to the bottoms of the feet. The shoulders are relaxed. The jaw is soft. The breath is deep. Find your Ujjayi breath. Let's walk the hands back. Bring the legs together. Bring your heels to the front edge of your mat. Hands come to your knees. Bring your hips right up to your heels. Make sure that the back is strong and the chest is open. Hands to the knees. Shoulder blades back and down. Hands behind the knees. Bring your right heel up. Start to lean back a little bit, but don't change the strength of your spine. Bring the left heel up. Use your hands on the backs of the knees to help strengthen your back and your abdominals equally. Let's relax the jaw. If you want, the hands can release, or maybe just do one hand at a time. Keep drawing the shoulder blades back. Deep breath in. Hands go behind you as we exhale. Plant the feet. Make sure that the feet are in line with your hips and the toes point directly forward. Toes point directly forward. Try not to have the feet too close together. They're in line with your hips, and let's lift the hips up. Reverse table. Toes are pointing forward, and the fingertips are pointing the way that the toes are. Try to get your hips high and your chest high. We're opening up the throat. Let the head go back if that feels okay. Stay strong into your glutes and hamstrings. Stay strong into the feet equally, heel to forefoot. Big breath in. Exhale to lower down. Bring your feet back together. Straighten your spine, hands to your knees, shoulder blades back. Lift the heels. You choose where your boat is today. Strong back, breath calm. Not only are we training the body, we are training the mind. Stay focused. Think about how strong your body is, and the discomfort. The discomfort is there to make you stronger. Big breath in. Take your hands behind you, feet in front, get them as wide as your hip distance, and inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lower down. We're going to move. Inhale, arms and legs up, or keep your hands down. Exhale, plant the feet, plant the hands. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, hips come down. Inhale, boat. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, reverse table. Keep going. Make it a moving meditation so that you're really aware of what you're using, really aware of the focus that you're creating mentally. Remember, effort balanced with ease. The breath easily moving, the mind stays calm. 2 more. Remember that you choose your poses. You don't have to lift the hips as high. You don't have to lift the feet. Do something that works for you. You create your situation. Last one. Exhale down. And let's come on to the back. Bring your right leg to the sky. Hands go behind the right leg. Press out of the heel, spread the toes, and slowly circle the ankle. Really, really slow. Really, really slow. Maybe a little bit slower. So 1 inhale to make a circle. So that's like taking 5 seconds. Try to take 5 seconds to make a circle. Notice the difference. And let's go the other way. If you need to, you can bend your left knee, planting the left foot. That will help if you're having any low back discomfort. Make sure you're accessing the toes. Spread them and widen them. Go a little slower. Control those parts where it feels like it doesn't have the range. Work there and stretch into the range. There you go. Last one. Hold here, bend the right knee, take the right ankle to the left thigh. Yep. Make sure that the head stays down, the head stays relaxed. You can stay here, just allow the right knee to fall to the front of your mat, or bring your left knee into your chest, creating a figure 4. Stay here, or right hand underneath the right hamstring and the left hand outside of the left leg, interlacing the fingers to the left shin. Now, wherever you are, make sure that your neck is supported. So notice it doesn't help you if you hold your pose with tightness here, because the tightness in your shoulders and neck are going to cause tightness in your hip. Relax your head. If that means you have to bring your left foot down, then do that. Now check in with your pelvis and notice if your pelvis is tilted to the side. You may need to draw your left hip a little more forward. Play around with that. And now check your tailbone. Point it directly forward in front of you. Notice if it's off to the side. Breathe into your low back and belly and create an expansion there. Feel your exhale soften into your right hip. Your pelvis relaxes. Keep imagining you're directing your breath, that smiling, happy breath, into your right hip. Keep breathing deep into the sides of your ribs and up to the tips of your shoulders. Next exhale, left foot comes down if you had it lifted. Bring your right leg up to the sky. Press out of the heel. Take your hands underneath your bum, palms face down. Keep pressing out of your heel and inhale, lower the right leg to a hover. Exhale, bring the right leg up to the sky. Inhale, lower the leg, hover. Notice here, do not let your low back lift, so keep pointing your tailbone up rather than back. Exhale, leg to the sky. Inhale, lower down. Maintain the strength of your pelvis where it is. Exhale, up. If you want more intensity, lift your head and look at your belly button. Inhale, lower. Hands underneath your bum are going to help to bring some strength into your low back and abdominal wall to keep it more steady and balanced. If it's too much to have the head up, then you can bring the head back down. 2 more. Keep the leg really straight and strong so you're working the abdominals as well as that right thigh. Squeeze your exhale deep into your belly. Last one. Head comes down if it was lifted. Bring the knees into the chest, both hands to both knees, and rock side to side. Come back to neutral, right foot down, left leg up. Hands behind the left hamstring, press out of the heel, spread the toes, and slowly circle. Really, really slow. So we're trying to find that spot in the ankle where you don't have as much fluidity, and we stretch and bring our focus into that area. So really, really slow and controlled movement. 1 inhale, 1 circle. 1 exhale, 1 circle. And let's go the other way. Don't forget the toes. Squeeze the toes and stretch the toes. Coming back to neutral. Left knee bends. Take the ankle to the right thigh. Left knee towards the front of your mat. Make sure that your hips are square with your shoulders. Bring your right knee into your chest. You can stay here or keep the foot back on your mat. Choose if you want to interlace your hands like you did on the other side. Try to make the pose equal whatever you did on the other side. Now notice where your hips are. It's natural for one of the hips to slide up. So be aware of that and start to elongate your low back. Tailbone points directly towards the front of your mat. Shoulder blades are actively pulling down and wide on your mat. Breathe into your belly, all the way up into your chest and back. Feel the exhale out of that left hip and thigh. Notice where you are. Remember your intention. Remember the breath. Wherever you are, just keep breathing your yogic breath. Releasing the foot down if you have it up. Take your hands underneath your bum. Fingers point away from you. Palms face down. Left heel to the sky. Straighten the leg as much as you can. Lower the leg to a hover or as low as comfortable to your low back. Exhale, leg to the sky. Control it both ways, up and down. Notice if you're hunching the shoulders or the chest. Squeeze through the exhale belly and lengthen the back of the leg so you're really long into your hamstring. Squeeze your exhale and feel the strength of your left thigh. If you want more intensity, lift the chin and gaze to your belly button. Keep going. You choose how low you go with your posture, so make something that works. Inhale to lower. And exhale to lift. One more. The next one, we hold up, bring the head down, take both legs up. If you want, you can alternate one leg at a time or both legs go. Inhale to lower. And exhale to come up. Take your time. If you're alternating, do the left, then the right, the left, then the right. Notice if you're engaging the chest or the jaw. See if you can press, if you're doing both legs, press your inner toes together. So your big toes, press them together, and that way we can initiate activation of the inner thighs as well. As you come up, squeeze the exhale all the way out. Make sure when you lower down, you're lengthening. When you're going up, you're squeezing as much as you can. Last one. Bend the knees, plant the feet. So the feet are now on the edges of the mat. Bring your arms overhead. Just let the elbows widen. Bring your knees to the right. Your left inner ankle is on the left edge of your mat. We're trying to access the left hip, the left glute, and low back, thigh. So wherever you are, just relax. And if you want more intensity, you take your right ankle to the outside of your left knee, and that'll put a little bit of extra weight to bring that twist into the hip and back. And wherever you are, just breathe. Direct the breath into where you're feeling this. So we're all going to feel it a little differently in different areas. When you exhale, let your body really sink into the shape. Ujjayi breath. If you have the ankle on the knee, release. Very mindfully bring your pelvis back to neutral, knees towards the sky. Checking with the feet, get them in line with the edges of your mat. Tailbone points towards the sky to release the low back, and then tailbone points down. And do a couple more so that we're just moving through the pelvis. It's a very small movement. You're pointing the tailbone down, and then you're rolling the tailbone up. Couple more. And then we hold, come to neutral, bring the knees over to the left. Stay here with this posture or left ankle outside the right knee. The arch of the right foot is to the right edge of the mat. Direct your breath into the right hip, the right side ribs. Try to expand your right rib cage up and outward as you breathe without arching your back. Releasing the foot. If you have it on the knee, come back to neutral. Bring the knees into the chest, hands to the knees, and rock side to side. Bring your hands behind your knees, rolling forward and back a few times. Coming all the way up to sit. Find comfort, and you are grounded equally through your pelvis. The crown is reaching tall. And find stability in your shoulders, just like we began. Bring left hand to your left hand to your left knee. We use the right hand. The first 2 fingers come into the root of the thumb. I'll instruct the breath, but we will inhale and exhale alternating the nostrils. The right thumb will block the right nostril. The left thumb will block, the right ring finger will block the left thumb. All right. So here we go. Go to the rate of your breath. If I'm counting and it's too long, then you can go to the rate that works for you. I don't want you to stress the body. Okay, so let's exhale together. Block the right, inhale left for 3, 2, 1. Block the left, exhale right. 3, 2, 1. Inhale right. Block right, exhale left. Inhale left. Block left, exhale right. Inhale right. Block right, exhale left. Inhale left, direct the breath into the third eye. Block left, exhale right. Inhale right, direct it to the third eye. Block right, exhale left. Inhale left. Block left, exhale right. Inhale right. Block right, exhale left. Release the right hand. Breathe equally through both nostrils. Direct the breath up to the third eye. Hold the breath at the top. No tension in the jaw or the forehead. Keep holding the breath with no tension in the physical body. Keep holding for 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Inhale slowly. Hold the breath. Exhale. Breathe naturally, slowly. Control it as you exhale. You always have the ability to choose your thoughts and your situations, or how you react to them. So as you're here, remember your intention as to why you decided to practice today. Thank your body for the ability for you to use it to get into that intention, your goal. Realizing how lucky we are to have this space, to have this body, to have this breath. Big smile. Let's take the hands down and toes to the front of the mat. Arms to the height of the shoulders. Inhale, let's roll down. Reach the arms back. Exhale to come up. Inhale back. Exhale up. Focus on the strength that you are cultivating as you move. Control the reactions of the mind. Stay focused on the movement. and the strength that you are cultivating. Your breath easily moving as you go. 2 more. This last one will stay down and bring the knees into the chest. Bring the legs and the arms up to the sky. Try to get your toes to point to directly behind you. So it's a slight inward rotation of the thighs. The palms equally face inward. Shoulder blades are grounded down. And the low back is neutral. Bring your right heel forward and your left arm back. Inhaling. Exhale, bring them back up to the sky and reset where we were. Toes point directly over your head. Palms face equally inward. Pelvis is grounded. Low back is neutral. Left heel forward, right arm back. Inhale. Exhale, come back up to neutral. Re-establish your first posture. And then move. Right leg, left arm. Inhale. Control it as you come up. Left leg, right arm. Exhale up. Make sure you're moving with your breathing. Come back to that stable posture and then move to the other side. One more on each side. Keep the legs up. Bring your hands down. Palms stay down beside your hips. Bend your knees. Point your toes directly forward. And the hips, knees, and toes are in alignment, so the feet aren't too close together. Let's lift the hips up all the way to the sky. Inhale. Exhale to lower. Notice as you move. We don't want the knees to wobble, and notice where your foundation is in your feet. Try to keep it balanced from heel to forefoot. Sometimes we will roll onto the edges of the feet. See if you can keep everything balanced as you move. Now link the movement with your breathing. Let's take the arms with us. Inhale the arms up and overhead. Hands down as the hips come down. Inhale up. Squeeze the glutes, get them higher. Exhale down. Check in with the inner thighs. Make sure that they're balanced with the outer thighs. Inhale coming up. Exhale down. 2 more. Last one, the hips are going to stay down. Bring your knees one at a time into the chest and hands to the knees. Bring the bottoms of the inner edges of the big toes to touch and get the knees as wide as you can and bring them back together. Just do a few of those. So wide knees and back together and wide knees back together. Now keep the knees together. Arms out wide or overhead. Let the knees fall to the left. Big breath into your right side. Coming back to center and over to the right. Inhale. Inhale, coming back to center. Bring your knees into your chest. Bring your forehead to your knees. And release the head down. Bring your legs long. The hands can go wherever is comfortable to you. So if you want them on your belly or overhead or out by your sides, choose something that you can really feel balanced and supported here. We're finding our Shavasana. Once you've found your Shavasana, let your body relax. Turn your palms up if you can and allow the shoulders to open. Yeah. Turn the head side to side. Notice if there's any tension in the back of the neck. Keep allowing yourself to let go. Start to bring some movement into the body, wiggling the fingers and the toes, circling through the wrists and the ankles. And making your way back up into a seat. And remember, we're choosing a seat that we don't need to fidget. Finding your stillness. Bring your hands to your heart. We'll end the practice with 1 Om and 3 Shanti. Inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Namaste to your neighbor.